Cloak right here. Cloak building up as he's ramping back up to the bridge there to go for the quad. Grab that slurp up top. If you're a FaZe supporter here in San Jose, boys, please. Round 3 potentially here. Skirm and J-Love. Oh, it is Tendons and Punisher, which, by the way, if you recall, Tendons actually won a game of Summer Skirmish solos with a trap. Do you remember that play?
Yes,
it was crazy.
That was actually nuts.
Skirm getting the knockdown on Punisher with the pistol. The hand cannon, tack, and green burst here in J-Love's inventory. Not too bad early game.
They have such health advantage. I mean, already with 177, there's the elimination. And these early game fights, I mean, these guys, they know they're coming to this point. They know what to expect, but it's just got to be so frustrating. Like most times, these fights, both teams have been either, like one team is eliminated, the other team has one player left, and they just never let themselves be in good spots.
A quick wall replacement into an edit. Tendons down below, just sitting, waiting, biding his time, maybe throwing on. Did they lose track of it?
No, looks like
anymore. J-Love has an idea here, looks to the surface there in the corner, the tack shot. Tendons was down to his teammate's rocket launcher, actually. You hate to see it, but a good position there. German J-Love.
Oh, wow.
Aiden are eliminated. Nick Merck says, yeah, you guys don't get to finish together either.
Whoa, Superman, or Super Evan,
Very
and Godnick. They get a point on the board, and Intel did not a point yet for the score. They need one more limb, but they have won themselves till the towers this game, it appears.
Now, do you consider dropping into the same location, which they lost that 2v2 previously twice in a row? Is that confident, or is that them just being stubborn?
I'll tell you, you know, game 1 it wasn't that close. Game 2 was absolutely close with Aiden catching up. Game 3 goes down to 1v1, and oh no, the clingers drop over peak just like that. Dopai will be left all by himself.
Just pick up 2 Elans in the zone. Not looking at down another. Maybe he didn't realize there was a goal AR under that ramp back there that he did not pick up.
Nolan just fell to his death. He didn't pop or redeploy in the glider. And that's something that we've actually seen a couple times. It's like, when you're so in those panic moments, you've played a year of Fortnite.
Sí, al ratito le echamos ganas.
Where there's no such thing as glider redeploy, where you fall.
Estamos en un evento.
You were like, oh, I'm done. There, had the chance to redeploy the glider so that it didn't, you know, die to the extreme fall damage, but actually does wind up dropping to it. Might be a little bit of a panic scenario, nerves getting to him on the main stage, who knows. Swap on over to retail row now as Enigma and Fuzzy are playing from this high ground. Fuzzy actually locks himself there. Does get the shield tag, and that difference in audio tells Fuzzy that this player has no shield left, and that's why he gets so darn aggressive. One more just above. His shield now gone as well. He needs help from Enigma.
A little bit of fall damage there. Fuzzy, without a shotgun right now, makes it a little tougher to play up close. A lot of players leaning on that shotgun. The amount of damage you can deal just so fast. Quick burst of damage. I mean, the difference between knocking your opponent, getting knocked yourself, and without one, it's tough to make aggressive pushes. But Enigma, the tack, great tactical shotgun, taking some shots there. 67 shield gets the elimination on Imperial House.
I mentioned Fuzzy was getting weak. Enigma had to step in and take some shots. And there you go. Good little bait and switch now over to Blind and Hysteria. Early on, they did well back in game number 1 of this grand final. Had more of a quiet game 2.
At this point, they've got to just be trying to root out. And there you go, the angle from the side. Blind, kind of, it's like turning a flashlight on roaches, you know, trying to get him to move around a little bit underneath because Hysteria's waiting from the side to get an angle. And he's got one right there. If he can take the shots, he just barely misses his opportunity to do so. So make a push up to try and stay with Blind. You don't want to be too separate. You might have an angle from underneath. And Blind from above the sandwich here. The rocket and Blind down to 29 HP might mean the difference between winning this or not. And it looked like Blind in that engagement was getting shot from a third party. They might not be alone yet, and they're not. Blind and Hysteria both very low. They have grenades still coming in. A med kit, hopefully he's got 10 seconds to pop this off Hysteria.
And this is that feeling that everyone knows when playing Fortnite. You're just almost praying that you can get this med kit off. Sitting there,
don't push me, don't push me.
Please. And that 10 seconds takes
Well,
forever
on
to
top.
go by.
Looks like Rise are potentially hard right for a flank. We'll have to see how that plays out shortly. But over here, Leaky Lake, Saf, and Cool rotating towards Tilted, or potentially just past it. Tilted won't be safe yet. I'll have to see what comes out from that. This 2v2 Soar, Zexro and Vinny. A team from Soar we've seen with solid gameplay in the past for the last two games. Wouldn't be surprised if we see the same here with Zexro and Vinny also on an excellent show during their defeat. Zexro, one of the more aggressive players we've seen, and he's going for it down at bottom. His opponent closing the edit, even though he took a little bit of damage through there, popping. Shield, anything he can do, the slurp ticking there. Just rotating outside, Frost is stuck in the box underneath too. These angles are going to be tough. Jack's up close. You have almost barely no time to make shots here, and Zexro pays the price. Devious might take out the Storm, gets knocked and eliminated 1v1. The shot 93, the shield, and cannot get the spray.
How weak is he? Yep.
21 left as the Storm's ticking.
Look at all this loot Frosty now has. I will say, Frosty, Devious, and there you saw Vinny and Zexro. 4 of the more aggressive players in the lobby trying to hunt down those eliminations, and I think those two teams combined probably would have the most elims so far today if you took 2 teams and added them on up of any one of these lobbies.
The left side of the screen there for a second.
Maybe Tifu and Cloaksy as well.
Potentially, yeah. You saw the just a quick reference on how much material harvested relative to what he's carrying right now. Full wood, 877 brick, 476 metal. We have not seen this early. 78 players left, and he's sitting on over 2,000 materials, 200 plus builds, a launch pad, 3 clingers. He's got an excellent setup right now. With a tac shotgun too, you don't necessarily need a swap weapon like we've seen with a heavy shotgun or a pump. So he's not missing out there just yet. Now the Rift to go there looks like they're going to bounce on out and try and get away as the Storm is a minute 15 from closing. And Skirm going for it, potentially leaving Jayla behind to pick up the sniper, dropping that grenade launcher. Pistol in the feed, securing an elimination on Cease. Still, I'll be honest with you, Jack, I'm waiting to see 72 Hours and Chaff show up, right? Hopefully at some point here. We've been a little quiet this game. Felix eliminating Dobot, the SMG there. Right now, the most eliminations on any player in this game, too, Jack, is Super Evan, who took out Nick Merckx and Aiden and Tilted. Won that round 3 of that matchup. Saf and Ghoul go for a little pop here and fly across through the corrupted area. He's going to try and grab, the Shadow Cube. We've seen players use this to fly through the air with ease.
Now, I did just receive word from production that player, if you remember from that Frosty and Devious fight earlier, Frosty was in the zone and spent about a minute and a half in the zone healing, looting, and was so deep and now has to go so far that he flew up to the top of the Kevin Island and used the super boost from Kevin to fly all the way to this new zone. Again, a sign of a great player who knows how to use those insane rotations you can get, spent all that time healing, and because he knows that little tactic, could wind up getting everything he wanted and then getting to the next zone with more than enough time.
Now that materials used list there on the left side, honestly significantly lower than we've seen a lot of other players, but it might not matter. Chuck the carry.
Damn, le robó todo.
Do they see? They have
Well, they picked up a campfire as well, some minis.
Low on materials up the goal. Here's Nibs in Korea again. They're always down towards the side of the map now at racetrack. It looks like Perfect Hill and Diggy. Adam trapped in this back room. He sneaks on into the walls. No trap to use. Nib goes down.
Throw the top down view on pretty much everybody here. Still Diggy, big shots. We saw them yet again. Just a reminder, the Heat 4 Mega Raid bonus. These two took home 40,000. Launch pad just to rotate away. At that point, I think the decision was made that we are in a bad spot.
Yep.
We have to make a move, and Paradise, potentially a good opportunity to do so. They can use these buildings like we've seen players in the past, just replace the walls if they need to. Might be exactly what we see happening here. Just going to establish a base.
And the first thing you want to do when you do this is break down any walls that have windows, openings to the outside that can begin to shoot you in the back. We're at least expecting another replay now from Felix and Giganza. We took down Dopey. We saw Dopey again earlier on with Overpeak, of how Overpeak dropped. Dopey left by himself. It's always tough when you're in those 1v2s. And yet, again, you see every wall that gets taken down first is a wall that has some sort of opening to the outside world. They'll claim that building. Solo and Swag Noodles, love that name, have someone nearby. Seems like they're in a close range flight. I believe this is Hysteria in line. Yeah, it is. Hysteria with a knock. Solo all by himself. Make it rain time. Make it rain time. It's reset back to $10,000, but still a nice chunk of change. We're just getting some limbs during this. Solo has knocked out Blind, and now Hysteria is by himself. As I think he's trying to run away from a third party who wound up running on it. It looks like he's leaving Blind behind.
He has to.
Yeah, he have 400 combined health versus that health on Hysteria, which will be now 75.
Back out as well. Check.
I mean, that is just tough. And look at the inventory for Nate Hill. 6.63 on materials, legendary assault rifle, both with heavy shotguns, legendary compact SMG as well. Here's the make it rain bonus right now. 3 teams tied at 1. He blew himself up.
Se mató.
That's around the wall bait there to get Hysteria to take himself out. And it looks like that knockdown on Blind, like uncashed in. The team that got the knock was eliminated, I believe, by these two. One time Nate Hill secured that duo. 3 teams won there. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left, $10,000. We have 2 teams still in the running right now, still alive. Actually, 2 teams total, based on what I'm seeing. I did not realize Hysteria and Blind being eliminated. They have 3 eliminations. Perfect Tilt and Diggy have 3 eliminations. So those 2 teams pick up a single point, but everybody else that's close is at 2 or less. Came from Ghost, Bizzle, DMO.
Close to even
Sí, de aquí.
They love this zone. They have not moved
Aquí, papá.
from where they started.
Sí, debe
This
ser aquí.
game.
Might be the
Ese-
lowest movement of any team.
Es este.
I mean, they landed that set of houses down there and have moved northeast only slightly.
Yep.
Todo.
North is supposed to be very split from each other. Maybe down below, but
¿De ahí
not
abajo?
good team stuck
¿Esto? Se hace
probably
todos atrás los de hasta
still.
abajo.
Top down view on everybody. Soft rotating, never so gently floating underneath.
What the hell?
Looks like something happened there with Nate Hill as you see the frustration.
What?
We'll have to receive word on what exactly
happened?
that was. It definitely didn't look ideal. From my perspective, it seemed like his glider was malfunctioning a little bit, so we'll wait for league ops on that one. But for now, we'll shift our focus
saw
towards
that?
Lefty.
No.
And Jebber
He
here,
died in the middle of the
they're
flying.
just kind of gatekeeping. because they are
No,
right
no
on the
one
edge of
shot
the
him.
zone.
No one shot him. It didn't even say the name on the bottom,
Players
stupid.
will grab- you can tell themselves panic there. There's Chapman. 72 hours still in this one. Baldy and Gunfly, as well as Diggy and Perfect Tilt, all inside.
Ronaldo here, this gas, their own little base built up, and going teams rotating on the outside, go for a little loot sharing here, some materials back and forth. Zip goes for materials next. Flame to FPS, Zip Ronaldo, Saf and Ghoul, all 3 of these teams right next to each other, just kind of waiting on this rotation. 54 seconds left until the next circle starts to move. 2 minutes remaining on the Make It Rain bonus, and no team has gone past 1 elimination. Means if there's still a tie, that rolls over to the next game with 20,000. You can tell maybe going for an early move here, trying to get into an engagement so they don't get caught rotating. Engagement catches Baldy there, but it looked like Diggy actually got the knockdown, so that's their elimination. Actually got the knockdown, so that's their elimination.
So that means that they've got to be real close at all. Gosh.
Down though, Diggy's got to look out here. 31 HP. He does have a med kit in the campfire, like all sorts of HP healing. No shield buffer to build up there. As Tilt's going to try and move in with his teammate just to keep it. Make sure he's safe. Stay inside the same box during like a med kit usage because the timing